Just gonna do a quick thing on this 68. Okay, 427. Every rubber within the car is pretty well perished on uppers, lowers. The whole thing will come in closer there. Headers have been smashed in over there to get it around the steering box. All the bolts have pretty well been purchased from a hardware store. Zinc, all sorts of different things. Got a stainless hole in the front here. One's a little longer at the front. Yeah, it's nothing. This one here hasn't even been done up, and I was playing with this before to see what the deal was, because there's second-hand lights in the front. It doesn't even have the light in there. I'm gonna go around on the paint. Paint's what kills the entire car. It may look good in the photo. It actually looks very nice in photos. Lots of shrinkage. Trying to get that so you can sort of see it there. That's throughout the whole car. Literally covered in orbital marks. We'll come around to this section too. There's no bolts holding any of the front bumper on, and the lower valance is out of whack a bit as well. Front section just there. They've hooked the chains on. I haven't checked the other side yet, but I'm not going to. Most of the under chassis and the frame of the car looks like it was only pressure washed with high pressure water, rather than pulled apart and done properly. And I just flaked this off before, and it just flakes it back down to the rust again. So pretty well a dead unit, half-assed. There's the bushings there. Hopefully they can see them there. Ball joints, all that sort of stuff's the same. Rusty old calipers that have been painted black. Makes a great photo though, always does, pricks. So yeah, all the ball joints are pretty well the same. It's all just literally cleaned up and sprayed with the black. Just finish under that section there. Floor pans have been done, so they've been actually redone here. There was somewhere I could just get my head in before. They'd literally smacked the piss out of it along here, trying to get them in there to fit properly. They did replace the frame rubbers and stuff like that as well. On this side here, kind of hard. Didn't realise it up in there. Okay, we'll come back to that in 2 seconds. Because when I was over here, this is what made me think that there was a fold, which is a sort of a factory fold in the frame rail. I'm like, yeah, no, it's not really a hit. Well, I think it's been hit side on, and it caused a little bit of a crease right in the center of the screen there. And as you come back down here, it's pushed in, and it goes back way down there, and behind that diff section there, it swings all the way into the left. It's really tucked in and banged up, but you can't actually see it even if you're looking at it head on. Lots of areas there where you can see spot welds where they've welded the floor pan in. I'll get my hand up in here. They've actually redone the trunk pan. They've actually done a really good job of it. You could barely see that it's been done, which is kind of good. It's not often you see that. So yeah, that crease there bothers me. Tank's just spray painted silver. Diff's just been cleaned up, pressure washed. I don't think they've even spun the bolts off of this to paint the underside. The shocks in the front original, and they've just been painted black as well. The rears look like they've actually gone and put new ones on it just to make a good photo. So apart from that, yeah, not my cup of tea at all. Lots of imperfections around the car. I mean millions of imperfections, just it's a shiny turd. Lots of scratches here. The trunk lid's just covered in orbital marks, and I reckon if you got this thing out in the light, I don't think anyone would bid on it. There's also like markings here. They've literally come along here with an orbital, or it's a lot of shrinkage. How wide, don't know, don't really care. Little cracks and shit here. The glass in it's all brand new. If you look inside the door there, left the hinges on with all the grease and shit, painted them. Heater box, I was dicking around with that before, and it actually put a hole in the bastard. It's all melted all the way through. If you actually come around this side, you'll see that under here they've just left everything out. There's actually a bolt missing somewhere right there to the steering column and brake pedal, so yeah, good call. Little bits of finish like that where the dash is wrapped around. Pitting on the chrome. You know, for the money that they're asking for the car, not worth it at all. Even though the engine's a nice engine, sails are literally the only thing holding them in is the rear rubber and the windlace just here. Get that sun out the way for you. The windlace is the only thing holding them in. Creases in the, this is all brand new, and that's what the creases are for. It hasn't even really been put in the sun, so I'd say they're brand new, but judging by the quality of the build and from what I can feel under these seats, it's the original foam. It's the original foam, and I bet you the seats underneath themselves are rusty. They are. So missing little bits and pieces like this. Let's just see whether we can get up under here. Yeah, can't see too well, but yeah, that's it. Frame off restoration. Okay, that's a joke.